Well, hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Today we are gonna look at one of my most favorite people in the whole world and one of my most favorite artists of all time, which is LiSA. From the first moment that I've reacted to her on my channel, I absolutely utterly fell in love with that little human being. Every time there is something new from her, I am above and beyond excited. And now we've got brand new performances from the first take. If you are interested in everything singing and music related, then this is the right place for you, so please don't forget to subscribe. Let me also remind you that if you would be interested in singing or working with me, down in the pinned comment you're gonna find the link to my website where you're gonna find all the info you're gonna need. And of course, please don't forget about my Patreon. If you would like to redeem more reactions, I do up to 6 or 7 reactions monthly extra on my Patreon. So if you would be interested in something like that and support the channel along the way, I'll really appreciate it. And now without any further ado, LiSA on the first take performing Akeboshi. Let's get into it. At this point, the first take must feel like home for LiSA. Could you hear that passaggio? It was basically non-existent. There was no flips in her voice and she had it so smooth with like no bumps, nothing. Really beautiful. Also, I forgot that this is the song from anime Demon Slayer, which is just a huge plus for me. I'm always excited for the anime openings or like soundtracks. Doesn't matter if it's opening or closing. We love it. Let's go. The first contact. Alright, just for the intro, you can see, I like to call it that the first contact with LiSA. It's just something that she loves to do before she starts her performance. It's very private and personal thing that she does. And it's that first contact with a microphone, the little nose touch, you know? And I feel like that is, but LiSA is one of those artists that feel through all of their senses, right? And I think it's a magical thing to do and to be capable of, like being able to feel the art and the magic that you're creating for all of your senses, touch, smell, feel, everything. Like, look at her. She is perceiving the entire moment with every sense that she has. Also, in that little intro that we had, you could really feel how she's moving the sounds of her voice and how it is affecting the way we are perceiving it. So she is genuinely mostly a fronted singer. So she is pushing the sound behind her teeth very much out. So it is very fronted sound. But when she wants to create a really interesting change in her voice, it almost feels like a gargle. She slowly kind of move the sound to the back and down to the throat and back to the front. And sometimes it comes out as a little bit of a yodel, and sometimes it just comes out as this interesting glottal sounds that it kind of exchanges for that frontal, very tense sounds that she's creating. It's insane. Just watching that little tiny intro, you can see a couple of techniques that she used there, and it's really amazing. See, a lot of people would assume that she is having quite a yelly approach to her singing, which is, she has a very intense singing. This is not something that anyone can do. I think that there's just a very tiny amount of people who can do this and not hurt themselves in the long run, right? This is a difficult style, very difficult style. I would say to the point where it is kind of typical for her and almost impossible to, you know, to copy or to just mimic. At least it's very, very difficult and very impactful, like on the listener especially. But you can see that however tense the tone she creates, she's always capable of finishing it in vibrato, which vibrato is a very, very natural and very healthy way to relax your vocal cords. And she can either cut it off by a little bit of a cry, right? Or she can create a vibrato there. So the entire intensity in her voice, she has fully under control. And that's incredible. Every time I can listen to her. You could hear how that little girl started so low in her throat. For lighter voices like that, you have to really put a lot of effort for it to come out really growly. And it started super very low. You could hear that sound right there. And that's where she created it from. But it was... pretty airy ending. Oh my God. I just want to mention two things. I got like goosebumps, but like, you know, those goosebumps, like you feel like your hair is standing up, not on your hands, but like on my head. I got full body goosebumps, and this only LiSA can do this like to me. It's like, it's insane. Like I have shallow breathing and goosebumps all over my body. It's I love her so much. I would like to just very shortly stop and make you think about those two places where she went into that higher belty space, and one of them she went very wide and it started to have this really wide twang. The other one, she went very narrow and it started to have this deep quality with a lot of vibrato, and like most people would probably compare it to that classical sound, right? And that's how much she can move that sound around and manipulate it and just make it comes out different every single time. It's beautiful. Beautiful flip, so soft. at the very end, it's just like almost like she always makes you feel like she's suffocating, and that's the one kind of emotion is just so hard to put on somebody else without it being actually hurtful, or and you feel like you're running out of the breath, like it's like literally like somebody is suffocating you. It's insane how she can portray it just through the sound.
暗い空には明け星が静かにただ一筋の光をくれた
Such a stunning artist and person, human being. It's insane. Just she's grace, she's beauty, she's art. I don't know. She's the moment. Such a gorgeous performance. Please, okay, go and watch it without my commentary. Go and watch it without my commentary. You're just gonna be silent with your jaw dropped the entire time. It's so worth to go watch in its entirety without stops. LiSA's performances are not easy ones, even for the listener. So you have to be definitely in the zone. They are gorgeous, they are difficult, they can be very heavy. The amount of stuff that she packs in her voice only through the emotion, and she does one amazing thing, which is that she never uses a technique uselessly just to showcase the technique. She always uses a certain technique with a reason, with a connection to something that she's trying to portray. So it's not just on the table that, look, I can do this and that's it, that's why I put it on the table. She always gives it a context, and that for me is insanely beautiful, because it kind of creates this absolute harmony with the entire performance, and it's so multi-layered and beautiful, and it is definitely something that you've got to digest. So go ahead, watch it one more time. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to subscribe right here. Here's the video that YouTube actually recommends for you, and here is the rest of my Japanese reactions. Please stay safe and healthy. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.